This video has been made available thanks to 42nd Street Photo. Celebrating over 50 years of service in the photography and video industry, check out their full line of products at 42photo.com. Hey guys, what's up? It's me Omar from geeksterlabs.com. How are you guys doing today? Today I have another video in our EOS 70D series of videos. I've already filmed the unboxing of this camera, and today I wanted to give you guys a quick setup demo video of how to set up the Wi-Fi capability, the functionality on the 70D. Now Canon has two DSLR cameras right now that do feature Wi-Fi. One is 60 and this one is the 70D. Those are the only two DSLR cameras that do offer functionality for Wi-Fi. They do have this functionality as well in some of their Vixia video cameras, but as far as DSLRs, those are only two cameras. And so basically what this allows you to do is transfer images between devices and also to be able to remotely control the camera as well. So let's go ahead and go into the setup. I'm going to show you guys how easy this really is to set up here. So as you can see, we have our Wi-Fi. It's disabled right now. It's going to give me some warnings after I enable it. So as you can see, it shows you that movie recording will be disabled when Wi-Fi is enabled, and all connection to USB devices via the digital terminal are going to be disabled as well. So those are the two things that you have to keep in mind when you do enable Wi-Fi. So once we enable it, so here we are, it's asking us to register a nickname for this camera. Say OK, and luckily now we have this nice touchscreen. We can actually just type in what we want to name it. I'm just going to call it EOS. Press OK. OK has been selected. The settings screen will close after saving this text entered. Okay, so here we have some of the different devices we're able to connect to. So we'll just go through each of these one by one. The first one obviously is a picture of a camera, and this allows you to transfer images between another Wi-Fi enabled camera. So if you have another 70D or another Canon 60, I believe other cameras as well that feature Wi-Fi, you can also transfer to those cameras remotely. The next one we have here is to connect to a smartphone. So that's the one in the middle there. So it's a smartphone, either iOS or Android. They both offer free apps for both of those. You can use tablets also as well, but currently the iPad, it doesn't have a version. There's no iPad version for it. You can install the iPhone version on the iPad, but obviously the screen resolution can be a little bit blurry, a little bit not very sharp because it's made for the iPhone. The next option we have there shows a laptop camera. That's how you connect to a computer, and this will allow you to not only transfer images to a computer, but you can also remotely control it from the computer, and that's with the included software disk that comes with this camera. So next one below that is a picture of a printer, and so this allows you to print images remotely using a Wi-Fi printer, and it uses the picked bridge protocol. So if your printer has that symbol on it and it's a Wi-Fi printer, you can actually send pictures straight to it to print directly. The next one is a little globe icon, and that's for the Canon Image Gateway, and this is basically a web service that allows you to save and share pictures while you're on Wi-Fi. So you'd have to be in an area shooting pictures like in an office where you have Wi-Fi in the office and the camera set up with the Wi-Fi, and it would send pictures remotely that way. Obviously you can't do that if you're out in the field where there is no Wi-Fi. And then the last one here is a picture of a TV screen, and that allows you to view images using a media player like a smart TV or other smart devices that will allow you to connect to it. So for this exercise we're going to do it through the smartphone. So here we have two different connection types: camera access point mode and infrastructure mode. Now camera access point mode basically makes the camera an access point, like a Wi-Fi access point. So you would go on your phone, find the EOS, which I'll show you this in a second. Find the EOS as a Wi-Fi router. That's how it looks like in the list. You select it and then you'll connect to it wirelessly that way. That's the option you would probably use if you're out in the field where there is no Wi-Fi around you. You would use that access mode. But infrastructure mode allows you to connect to a Wi-Fi router if you're like in your office or a studio. You would connect the camera to the Wi-Fi, you would connect the phone to the same Wi-Fi, and it would share that connection, and then you would do it that way. So for this example, I'm not going to do the camera access point, so we'll pretend like we're out in the field and we don't have any Wi-Fi next to us. Here we can see we have the easy connection and the manual connection. I'm going to go with the manual connection because sometimes when you use the easy connection, your iPhone has some issues connecting to it, mostly because of the password protection. So if you go to manual connection, obviously we can keep the name that we already set up in there, EOS. And then we're going to have auto setting and manual setting. So let's go into manual setting. And for encryption settings, I'm going to set for none. This basically just allows you to set the password for it if you want to have a password so no one else can connect to it. But I'm not too worried about that right now. And so here we have connect to the following access point with smartphone. So here it shows you the name of the device. And so now I just need to go to my device, which will show in a second. And I'm going to connect to that EOS right there. Okay, so here we have my device. And as you can see, EOS is in the list right there. So I'm going to select EOS. And so start the smartphone EOS app on the smartphone. So it says it's showing me that it has connected to it. So now my device, I'm going to go to the app right here. which is the free EOS remote app. Select that. And I'm getting lots of glare, I apologize. So here we have the different functions, the different options right here. So Wi-Fi network has changed, EOS, camera image viewing, remote shooting, and let's make sure that the camera has made a connection to it. There it goes. So there it shows up in the list right there. We can connect on pairing. So let's connect to the smartphone. Omar Correa's iPhone, yes. I'm gonna do that, so I'm gonna select yes. So that now we are connected. So from here, we can go in here. We have the camera viewing, image viewing right here. So I'm gonna select on that. And as you can see, those are the actual images that are stored on the device. So as you can see, when I click on here, this little light right here, the LED light, should flicker. Well, I guess it's not flickering this time around. Usually whenever you're accessing the images, this light will start to flicker, showing you that it is connecting to there. And this is just giving me the option to set this, to save the settings I just used to connect to my phone. So as you can see, these are out there. Now it's flickering. So when I'm scrolling through the images, these are actually the images that are stored on the camera right now. So as I'm scrolling through, and you can see it gives you all the different settings on the bottom there, the f-stop, the ISO, all those different things down there. I can trash the image from here. I can email the image from my phone directly, or I can save it to my phone itself, and I'll actually save it into my camera roll. From there I can send it to Instagram, Facebook, whatever I want to do. So I can basically take a high quality DSLR photograph and send it through my phone using the Wi-Fi or using the network settings on my phone. So those are all the really cool things with this. So keep in mind though, the largest image you'll be able to send to the phone is 1920 by 1080, so nothing larger than that. You will not be able to send videos as well. It'll give you thumbnails of videos, but you can't play them. It just shows you which videos are actually on the camera. So that's that. So now let's get to the remote camera shooting. So when you click on that button, as you can see, the thing changes there, and now I have my little alien friend right here in front of the camera. Camera is focusing on that. If I tilt my iPhone, it gives me a lot more options right here. So as you can see, I'm actually able to change the ISO, the aperture, all the different settings right here. I can make that a lot brighter. I can tweak it from the camera itself, so I can remotely take pictures from it as well. So if I just press the button, and we've just taken a picture of what's in front of me, and it tells me I'm not able to change the white balance and all those other settings that are over here. It just shows you what it's already set up on the camera. The only things I can change are these three options right here. So kind of a cool option to think, something to think about if you're trying to take pictures in an area that's really hard and uncomfortable. Maybe the camera's really low to the ground. You want to be able to remotely control it from the phone. If it's up in a tree, you're taking spy shots. I'm not sure what kind of scenarios would come up, but you know, I think it would be really nice to have this on a tablet because you could have a larger screen. So if they do come with an iPad version of the app, I think that would be really nice to be able, because obviously the size of these screens are almost identical from my phone to here. If I had a nice big large tablet, that would be kind of nice. Obviously, if you use the software on a computer, you could use the computer software to see like a really nice large image of what it is that you're shooting. But that's basically the Wi-Fi functionality, guys. Pretty cool thing to play around with, and it's nice to see that this functionality is being added to these DSLR cameras. So if you guys have any questions about this, if you're trying to set it up yourself and you're having some issues, go ahead and post those in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get back to you guys. And I'll be posting a couple other videos for the EOS 70D. I'm gonna give you guys some camera footage and video footage using examples as well, and then I'll have my full review very soon. So I'll see you guys in the next video review.